had to get this off my mind because it's eating me up, and that is, I'll just get to the point. Trump is one of the worst time war presidents in the history of war and battle. I'm sorry to say that. And look, I voted for the guy twice. I generally support his policies, his way of thinking is mine. In other words, it's not me that supports Trump. Rather, I finally found a candidate that thinks like me. He's aligned with me. That's how I look at it, folks. I'm not so much aligned with him as he is aligned with me in many ways. But where he's not aligned with me as a former Navy guy, whatever, and someone that, looks up to the military, he's a showman. And I feel like saying, Trump, shut your mouth. Somebody close to him should say, Trump, shut your mouth. Because you're making this war harder to win by your generals, by your admirals, by your troops. Everyone, shut your mouth. And stop playing this war out on the front lines and, like it's a tabloid news story. Quit the tit for tat back and forth with your adversaries, with the Iranian-regime, like it's some kind of a game show or something. Because it's going to backfire on you, Donald Trump, and people in your admin. Number one, you're not going to be in office forever. And by you declaring and telling every move you're going to make, we're going to blow up this bridge, we're going to blow up that power plant, you're simply laying the groundwork for when you're out of office for attorneys, for the Democrats, for the Senate, the Congress, whatever, to come after you and those who carried out those orders, man. Haven't you learned anything, President Trump, from your first term? And what you're doing is you're basically shooting yourself in the foot every time you announce ahead of time what you're going to do, what you're going to destroy. No military leader does that. If anything, you want to keep people guessing. Do you ever hear the Russians say, we're going to take out this bridge before they do it? Do you ever hear any other, even in World War II, did you hear Patton, any of those guys, did they ever say, we're going to drop a bomb on Nagasaki 3 days in advance to the world? You don't do that for many reasons. But in this modern time of, how our legal system is used as a weapon, you're basically handing a conviction to those who want to convict you when you're out of office. And Pete Hegseth, whatever, all of them. I'm just saying, you're an elected official, Donald Trump. You're not a king. You're not an emperor. You're not going to have the same reign as Putin or Kim Jong-un or Xi or whatever of China. Your term is going to end. And then maybe during the midterms, you might be a lame duck if your Republicans cannot hold enough seats. So all I'm saying, Donald Trump, as someone who generally supports you, and I wish those around him would tell him, shut your mouth. Promise little, deliver a lot. We all learned this as kids. Promise little, deliver a lot. This idea that you have to run to the podium and blab every little, we rescued him, our mill. And then what's with this boasting, braggadocious nonsense, man? It makes you look like a clown. And I'm saying this as a supporter of your policies for the most part. But when you're, we got the biggest, most grand, bigalicious hog. What, you and Mike Tyson come from the same school? Y'all talk the same. You're turning this into a clown show. And by fighting your battle through the headlines, what you're not doing is you're not allowing the Iranian regime an off-ramp, because they're going to play right along with you. You see what I'm saying? They got egos too, and there's millions of them. And hopefully you studied the political structure of Iran before you bomb. Their structure is layered. It's not like typical government, like triangular. It's layered. So you've got many different governmental divisions in operation. You could take out one. There's 5 more over here that are operating independently. That's why, you're not getting your typical surrender, because 1 or 2 of those layers could surrender, but 3, 4, and 5 might not. And all I'm saying is, I was initially happy with you going in, but I didn't know you were going to turn it into a damn circus. And all this bragging. God hates proud. How many of us, when we went to church, when we read the Bible, were told that God hates proud? Anytime a proud man boasts, he gets taken down to the floor. History proves this time and time again. Even the mullahs, they were proud. Boom, you took them out. There's going to be someone or fate's going to, take you out legally. The Democrats, when they get in power, legally, whatever. So all I'm saying, man, is that I'm not even for your sake, Trump, because when you get out of office, you're still going to have billions of them. But the rest of us who love our country, please don't. What's they call that? What do they call that? Please don't do a torch Earth move as you go. In other words, destroy and torch everything so that a common sense Republican guy can never get reelected after you're gone. A torch Earth, that's what it's called. When the enemy just torches everything as they retreat. Please don't do it. Don't do a torch Earth, because you got to think about the rest of us. We're not billionaires and millionaires and gazillionaires like you, Donald Trump, and your family. So all I'm saying is I wish someone close to Trump would tell him to shut his mouth. I know he's not, because everybody kisses his butt, including Mike Gallagher and Sean Hannity. You know what I'm saying? And before I go, another big mistake he made is giving a timetable. Oh, we're going to be out in a few short weeks. And then Sean Hannity echoes that. So they set these unrealistic expectations to their audience. Wars are not won in weeks. They're won in 6 months, a year, 2, 3, 4, 5 years sometimes. So now you've set this bar to your audience, Hannity. Oh, I think the president will be out in just a few short weeks. You're gonna all have egg on your face, man. I can't believe Trump is surrounded by some of the most lowest IQ, imbecilic people on the planet. How'd they get so close to Trump? So that's it. I'm going to conclude it there, but I'm just saying I'm frustrated, Trump. You're handing your enemies, you're just handing them gold nuggets because you won't keep your mouth shut. Then you got people like Hannity who, instead of telling you the truth, they just want to be near you, so they're going to become your yes man. Gallagher and a few others are all going to be your yes men. Probably trust Levin more than any of them guys, in my opinion. Maybe even Mark, Eric Erickson. Those two guys, they're more solid. But everyone else seems around you is like a clown, man. And y'all are turning this into a clown show. All right, and with that, I'm going to conclude this segment. And thank you for tuning in to the Cage Show. Now go get your shine box.